So good afternoon everyone, and welcome to another thrilling episode of Food and Travel with James. Now this afternoon we're not a million miles away from Nantwich in Cheshire in northwest England, and we're outside at Dagfields at Crafts and Antiques. I've heard some good things about this place, and it's free to get in and it's free to park, and we like things when they're free, don't we? And if you're observant, you can see there's a sign there, isn't there, for the Cheshire Pie Company. So we'll kill two birds with one stone this afternoon. We'll go and have a look at some antiques and check out Dagfields, and we'll check out some pies as well, shall we? So without further ado, let's get in and let's check this place out. So this is like the main square, if you will. It's about 3 o'clock now, but I can imagine at weekends, I bet this place is absolutely chock-a-block. And that there is the farm shop and pie shop. So we'll go in there very soon and we'll check out some of the pies. Hey up, I need to tell you, don't I, how much the food that you're about to see me scoff, how much it all cost. So for the chicken, ham and leek pie, that was £4.75. The steak and kidney pie, that was also £4.75, and the traditional pork pie, that was £3.25. So they are fairly pricey, aren't they? But the proof will be in the eating, won't it? So that comes to a grand total of £12.75, and as you can see by the date up at the top, that's the 25th of July 2025. So please let me know in the comments what you think of that value. Right then, I've come back to my car to sample these pies. It's although it's lovely weather, it is still quite blustery outside. So let's crack into them, shall we? So let's have a look at this one first. Now I know that this one is the pork pie, if I can get it out of its bag. So that is a Cheshire Pie Company pork pie. Looks good, that, doesn't it? Like a glaze on top of it. I think I might be able to see some juice and jelly in there as well. So that's the pork pie. This one is the chicken, ham and leek pie, because the lady in the shop, by the way, she was really nice, the lady in the shop. She was sound, really helpful. So that is the chicken, ham and leek pie. Let's get it out of its little container. So that's chicken, ham and leek in like a bit of a square container, and this one is the steak and kidney pie. So let's get that out of its shell if we can. Managed to get that out, just not doing a good job of this as per usual. So that is the steak and kidney pie. Get rid of its container. Looks good, that. Again, they're quite weighty and fairly unusual square pie, as is the chicken, ham and leek one as well. So we'll get that out of there, push that a bit further together, and that's the trio of pies that we're going to be sampling, and we'll get into them in a sec. And the pork pie this time won the raffle for the first one to be tasted. So let's crack into it. Now, as always, I've got my trusty chopper. So let's give that a little break in two. Quite easy to do that. Get that knife out of the way. So, there we go. Cross section of a Cheshire Pie Company pork pie. Looks good, that, doesn't it? Pastry doesn't look too thick. So let's give that a little bite. Tasty pie, that. Yeah, really good. Nice pork meat. A little hint of some jelly. I've just tasted that now. Nicely salted. Good balance. Nice pastry on it. Not too thick, and not too wet either. Give it another bite. Yeah. Tasty pork pie, that. And the next one, let's check out this chicken, ham and mushroom pie. So let's give that a little break in half, if we can. There we go. So that's broken into. So that's a cross section of the chicken, ham and mushroom pie. In fact, is it chicken, ham and mushroom? Probably got that wrong, haven't I? What is it? Hey dear. Chicken, ham and leek pie. Crikey, James. Come on, man. Get a grip. Just realised then when I cut into it, that looked like leek. And it is. So, sorry. Chicken, ham and leek pie, even. Cut the mushroom. So, let's give that a little bite. That is tasty. That is a really tasty pie, that. You can taste the ham, taste the chicken, and there's plenty of leek in there as well, although you can see that. Now, it doesn't look like there's a lot of sauce, but you can taste it. You can certainly taste the sauce. Give it another bite. Tasty pie, that. Really good. Pastry not too thick. Yeah. Tasty. Now look at them chunks of chicken and ham in there. Very nice, that. Give it another bite. Yeah. Another really tasty pie. Right then, last pie. Now, I've had to check the receipt again because the wally brain that I am, I'm thinking that I might have got the contents of this pie wrong as well. Excuse me, but this one is definitely steak and kidney. So let's break into it. Let's try and get half of it if we can. There we go. So that is a cross section of the steak and kidney pie. Now that does look packed, that, doesn't it, with ingredients and content. So let's give that a whirl. Some nice pieces of steak in there, isn't there? Let's give that a bite. Just bitten into a really big piece of kidney. And that does bring back memories of how steak and kidney pies used to be. Give it another bite. Yeah. Tasty pie, that. Nice gravy. Some big chunky pieces of kidney in there. And some nice, really chunky pieces of steak. Let's give it another bite. You can see there, can't you? Packed with steak, that. Really good pie. Really good. Right then, as you can see, I've now eaten half of each one of the pies, and I have come to some conclusions about each one. And as is customary on my vlogs now, I'm going to rate them from third to first place. Now obviously you might disagree with me, and I always love to know people's comments and people's opinions, so please let me know in the comments what you think of each pie and whether you would rate them as I have. So anyway, for me in third place was the steak and kidney pie. Now, really good pie this. Plenty of steak in there, Plenty of pieces of kidney as well. And I've probably said this on other vlogs, but certainly with steak and kidney pies these days, you don't get much kidney for some reason. But yeah, decent pie that. Now, in second place for me was now I have to get the name of it right, don't I? Because I didn't earlier on. It's the chicken ham and leek pie for me. Again, good pie. Plenty of content in there, as you can see. Some nice chunky pieces of ham, chicken and leek as well. So yeah, good pie. But certainly, for me anyway, in first place was the pork pie. Now, although you can't see it on this particular shot, it did have some juice and some jelly in it hiding. But you could certainly taste it on the half that I ate anyway. So in first place for me was this pork pie. But yeah, please let me know in the comments what you think. Now, I've got the receipt here again. Now, marks out of 10, £12.75, and all three of them were cold as well. So there's no government tax included in that £12.75, which obviously hikes the price up, doesn't it? But that's not included. So they were expensive pies then. And you're heading towards like Harrods prices really, aren't you? So although they were really good pies, I've got to balance that out with the cost as well. So marks out of 10 for them three. Balancing out, they were good pies, but they were expensive as well. I'm going to give them, lady in the shop as well, was sound, as I've probably mentioned before on the vlog. Really helpful, nice lady. What am I going to give them out of 10? It's a difficult one. But I think, in all fairness, they were expensive, but good. I'm going to give them an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5. So, as always, please let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love to know what your opinion is. But yeah, I think they were expensive, but they were really tasty. So it's getting that balance right, isn't it, between the price and the quality. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for them. Come and give them a try and let me know what you think. And this is inside one of the rooms in one of the emporiums. It's absolutely packed out with antiques and collectibles and things. Loads of things to look at and to buy. And another shot inside one of the mini warehouses. As you can see, packed to the rafters with some really cool things to buy. Not make you too dizzy. So there's another one of the antiques, little warehouses, if you will, packed out with stuff. And this is just a few of the other different shops that they have at Dagfields. So it's a bit of a whistle stop viewing of Dagfields, if you will. The main part of this vlog was the pies. But yeah, Dagfields, well worth a visit if you're ever in this part of Cheshire or travelling through. And as you can see, ample parking as well. So anyway, all that remains for me to say is please join me again on my next adventure, wherever that may be, either like we are here should I say, Dagfields, near Nantwich in Cheshire, or elsewhere around the world. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.